Tell her, put it like me. Blowing a coffee, he's asleep. You weak, chic. The web look at the boots, fleet. Headache, got a hook till she give me a headache.
Hail to the Commanders, hail victory.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Washington Commanders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudnick. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And running with power here. And he is out of bounds as they start up past the 30. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's getting.
Golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun is that to watch that game tape, all right? He touched number of touchdowns. What was that, 5 last week? With 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick? But I'm betting they continues the streak in this game.
Here we go.
Right back to him on first down. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
He was taken down at the 50-yard
Absolutely
line.
no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
They'll get 34 yards there.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Panthers' 14-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. An extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Let's go now. 18. Cardinal.
Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 34 yards to gain that time. Another first down. Now Daniels. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage.
And he is into the end zone for the Washington touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Commanders 14.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And a nice play on the end of it. An 18-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And the Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. But he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
They'll go again with Hall. And he'll take this from the 9 to the 7. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Knocked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
First and goal, Carolina.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a first and goal.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll run with Hall. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Breece Hall. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Panthers are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So a decent game there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Hands it off out of the gun. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So the penalty there for a block in the back.
And that's one where you normally see a blocker put his hands up right away to say, no, I didn't do it. But this time, yes, you did.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now second and goal. Daniel's going to try to sneak. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. The sneak successful for the yard out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They'll go in for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-17. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as they'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
To throw is Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Here's Daniels. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to extend their lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now 2nd and 9. They'll drop the throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 12. First down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now he's going to step up and run. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. It's 2nd and 3.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60, cut up.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Panthers, first down. And 8 yards.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
First down, Carolina.
That is caught. McMillan with it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
A great effort there. And the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
28. Panthers 24.
4 seconds all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready? Cougar 19.
The final shot before break. Daniels. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. This is caught inside the 15. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try to cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here we go, strike.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
On the play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Man, he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 10 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Terry McLaurin headed back onto the field. And he's putting together some kind of campaign. Currently 2nd in the NFL in touchdown receptions among wideouts. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Now Daniel's going to keep it. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build up the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Let's go now.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Okay, so they'll march backwards on the penalty there.
I don't know about you, partner. I thought that was maybe a little bit of a ticky-tack type of a call. Was that a clear block in the back when he got his man off balance? I thought that was a tough one.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. They're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
32-yard line.
This is caught by McMillan. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
10 more yards. That's another Panthers first down. It's a gain of 10. First
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And the Panthers first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. They'll go in for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to lose build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Well, a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They go play action. Daniels. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Daniels looking to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
760 Eagles.
Daniels going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Terry McLaurin
looking to put a drive together.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. A very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one. Second down and a little more than a yard here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. That's good. For a gain of 6, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking.